and encase the artifacts in the caliche that we saw. The artifacts are real. The question is, are they old? Once we do the work, if we find what we're looking for, then this is an amazing discovery. Figuring out whether or not the Tucson artifacts are authentic relics from 800 AD all comes down to a single test. When Charles Manair and Thomas Bent discovered these artifacts in 1924, they were encased in caliche, a natural cement type of deposit that can take hundreds of years to form and would be nearly impossible to fake. If the caliche on the artifacts is a match to the rock samples of limestone we took at the site, I'll be convinced these artifacts were left by ancient explorers to the southwest. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take all of these bags, we're going to individually identify each particle and see if we have a limestone source. We have to have a source for the caliche, and it's got to be above the artifact. So if we have the limestone, rainwater is going to percolate down, it's going to dissolve it out, bring it down, and theoretically cement it into the layer with the artifacts.
So we'll be able to tell if it's the same stuff that's on the artifacts?
Yes, we will. If this does all pan out, and it shows that it did form naturally, there's no evidence that anybody faked anything. If we have the source, everything else fits, game, set, match. Everything fell into place with the caliche testing. We do have the limestone source up above that percolated down through this sediment pile and encased the artifacts in caliche. No question about it. Therefore, since we have no evidence of fakery or hoaxes at all, at this point I'm ready to say with absolute certainty in my mind that these artifacts are absolutely legitimate. Now, they date to about the 8th and 9th century. And in looking at the geologic formation, based on what I know about the geology, everything fits. We still have a few questions hanging out there that need answers. One being, was the term AD used in the year 800? One of the relics clearly shows a date of 800 AD. I had Grant do the research on this to confirm its legitimacy.
It does work, because during that time they were using AD.
And then there's the carving of what looks like a dinosaur. I spent a lot of time in the fossil world, and I never heard of any dinosaur with a forked tongue. That's gotta be a lizard. And we're in the desert in the southwest, lizards all over the place. To me, that's gotta be what it is. There's no question we've got a pre-Columbian presence here in southern Arizona in the 8th and 9th century. But who could it be? The only thing that I can think of personally is a precursor to the Knights Templar. I think the Cross of Lorraine is the symbol that proves it's possible. The Templars ultimately embraced that symbol, so perhaps its appearance here is one of the first times it was used by religious refugees that were part of a larger organization that later spawned the Templars. I know the Knights Templar made it to America in 1362. I know this because of my past work studying the Kensington runestone found in Minnesota. The Templars left their hooked X symbol on that artifact, and maybe another affiliated group was here in the Southwest before them and left the Cross of Lorraine symbol behind. Well, one thing I know for sure is Chuck Bent is going to be happy that the geologic work we've done here has proven that these things are absolutely real. And I can't wait to tell him.